Hi, everybody. So today is the first Saturday in March. So you know that means it's time for the Movie Nerds Club. And this is the series that I do with my friends, where once a month we pick a topic and we do a top five of that topic. And it's just a lot of fun and a way to sort of share our channels and to talk about movies. And we have a lot of fun doing this. And if you have any suggestions for topics for Movie Nerds Club, just let us know in the comment section. I'd really appreciate it. So this month, we were trying to think of topics, and I thought at first, with St. Patrick's Day coming, that like Irish movies would be a fun topic. But then I thought, well, is that too small a topic? And so then I suggested, well, what if we just did Great Britain movies, so movies set in the UK, and if that would be fun. And so that's what we're talking about this month for Movie Nerds Club. And these had to be movies that are set in the UK. They weren't just movies that are made in the UK, because a lot of movies like Star Wars is made in the UK, but it's not like a British movie. So anyway, we thought it would be fun. And I have quite the diverse group of nominees here. And I would say these five aren't really in numerical order. These are just my five. So here we go. So first on my list is Sing Street. And I loved Sing Street. It is about a young man in Ireland in the 1980s who creates a band to impress a girl. And turns out he is actually a really good songwriter. And we get John Carney's great songs, but we also get the relationship between him and his brother. And I think that's my favorite part of the movie. Of course, I love the songs as well. And it's just such a heartwarming, wonderful film. I know some people think the ending is over the top. I don't. I absolutely love it. It leaves you cheering, leaves you happy. And I just absolutely adore Sing Street. So then next on my list, I have an underrated film. I think it is Far from the Maddening Crowd. This is from 2015. This, of course, based on the Thomas Hardy novel. Evidently, there's one from the 70s that's also really good. And I have to see that. I want to see it, but I really like this movie a lot. I think it's underrated. I think the chemistry between Matthias Schugart and Carey Mulligan is really good. And I love just the way that the camera moves and flows, and the cinematography is so beautiful. And I just, like I said, I think that their chemistry is so wonderful. And I actually prefer this movie to the book. I read the book after I saw the movie, and I don't know, it's not as romantic, the book, and it's just a little bit more boring and dry and about the times of the day, and I don't know, more political, and just I would like this romance way more. I don't know. I just like how Bathsheba, she's a very strong female character. She's very independent, but she's never like preachy about it. It's just who she is as a character, which I think makes her really strong. And so I think this, like I said, I think this movie's underrated. I really love the chemistry, and I think it's very romantic. Then next, I had to include a Jane Austen film in this ranking, and I went with Pride and Prejudice, and because it's my favorite novel by Jane Austen. I think you have to go with 1995 Pride and Prejudice, starring Colin Firth, and it's pretty much perfect. Almost every single casting, almost every single moment is like straight from the book, and he has that British stare down perfectly. And there's so many iconic scenes, like him swimming, and the proposal scene is so good. And yeah, I mean, I think the lady who plays Jane isn't really my favorite casting, but she's fine. But other than that, I don't know. I just love it. I think it's so funny. Mr. Collins is hilarious. And it is too long, so you could watch the 2005 one, which is still pretty good, but the 1995 one is the best. So there we go. And then my next choice on my list is A Christmas Carol. And of course, everyone knows how much I love Christmas movies, and I love A Christmas Carol. But I love the story of Scrooge's redemption, and how he comes to understand the true meaning of Christ and his sacrifice and Christmas. And my favorite version of Christmas Carol, I am pretty relaxed in my there's so many versions of Christmas Carol that I love, and I like some of the much less traditional ones, like A Diva's Christmas Carol, or I like Scrooged with Bill Murray. I like so many different versions of Christmas Carol, even like the animated one with Jim Carrey. But my favorite is the version from 1951 with Alistair Sims. And they kind of go a little bit into Scrooge's backstory a little bit more about uh, how he became this businessman that he is, which I think really works and is interesting. And it's just so beautifully filmed, beautifully made, great performance by Alistair. And it's so good. But there's so many great versions. I love the Muppets version. I love Mickey. So I had to put Christmas Carol on my list. Then my last entry in my list is Monty Python and the Holy Grail. I think Monty Python and the Holy Grail is the funniest movie ever made. I don't think anything is really honestly that close. I think that just everything is so funny. And my favorites are the Knights that say knit. I also really love the Brave Knight. And he's like, you're missing a limb. Come at me, coward. I think that's hilarious. You're mortally injured. What are you, scared? I love that one. It's just so funny. I love it. And so it makes me laugh. So it had to be my number one. And I got to include Paddington on this list. How could I not? So that's my sixth choice. It's just so charming, both of them. I love them so much. I think they're about the best family films I've ever seen. So there we go. That is my top picks for British films for Movie Nerds Club. Make sure to check out all of my friends and their videos and let me know what you think and what you would pick. Please like this video. Please subscribe to my channel. Please consider becoming a patron, and also have our merch store, which is really fun. And I hope you're all doing well, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye, everyone.